Welcome to Myers Metal Detectors, located in sunny Tampa, Florida, where we sell nothing but fun and adventures, treasure hunting gear, and anything you can imagine for metal detecting. Give us a call, 813-237-1939. Happy hunting and dig deeper.
Live from sunny Florida, it's Treasure Talk.
Hey guys.
There we are. There we are.
You caught me, Jeff. I was trying to put a. You don't remind me to put it on Facebook and Myers Metal Detector.
Oh, yeah, I didn't remind you, so
it didn't get done. So I'm running a little behind here.
that's all right. That's okay. We ain't scared.
So I can't believe I forget that every time. I signed on early to do it and still forgot it.
Well, we did good. We did good. I got something wrong with my screen here. It's too big. But
My screen's just about right.
Well, I did something, and so we'll see what we see. It should be okay.
We will. Well, folks, we're glad you're here. We got an exciting guest tonight for sure. But I wanted to make sure I invited everybody to Tuesday night's WSAS Metal Detecting Club meeting here in Tampa. If you're in the Tampa Bay area, it's a good meeting. We've got about 70 members and excellent speakers, and got a cool hunt coming up in December, one of those seated hunts on the beach. And it looks like NACA Metal Detectors is going to be there with us on the beach. So that should be fun. You'll be able to see some NACA products.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yes, for sure. And they're going to be the only one there. So hopefully they'll sponsor it, and maybe they'll throw in a prize or two. So it should be a fun time. I know the Metal Detecting Club has actually made a lot of money this year, and they're going to put in roughly $2,000 worth of prizes themselves. So it'll be a fun time. Good chance to find some silver coins on the beach, because that's what they do. They seed it with silver coins, and they're not very deep, and it's very easy to do. If you're a newbie to metal detecting, it's a good place to learn for sure.
Well, it ought to be a good time. Anybody that's looking for a club, they need to, in that area, the WSAS is the place to be.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we're going to invite other clubs, so we'll see what we can do with that.
Well, yeah, you've got one other club down there?
Yes, we got the club, the SARC Club, SRARC. I spoke at, I guess, last month, and they're just right across the bay from us here. And they have more members in the wintertime because it's more of a retired town.
Mm-hmm.
And their membership swells as the temperature cools down. And then, of course, there's a lot of clubs around. There's one in Ocala. And there's also one in Central Florida that I know of.
Yeah, but if you go to sleep during that one, you're going to end up being president.
I think they all work that way.
Yeah, probably.
In the meeting, you end up being president. So we'll have to try that, because we need some new blood in the leadership of the Westie Club. And I think we had a statement there from Delco Detecting. He says, "Hey, Phil, thanks for the new Treasure Talk titanium scoop and the blue travel handle. It looks great." Awesome. And he's talking about, I think I have one here. Yes,
I've got mine sitting right here.
It's not the blue handle that I have, but he got the blue handle, which is actually quite nice. But this has got to be the world record for lightest scoop.
And it's light.
The lightest full size scoop. It is. I don't know of any other that's that light. And boy, could you travel easy with that, because it only weighs 2 pounds 4 ounces.
Can't beat that.
No, you can't. That is just an awesome product. If you want something light, and I know as we age, we want lighter products, so we always want that. Did you have a comment, Joss? The Simplex Ultra? Yes, I do. It's sitting up there on the shelf. So if you want a Simplex Ultra, we do have them in stock. Just holler at me tomorrow. Philip Fairclough. Just give me a ring tomorrow and we'll get you set up for sure.
And Dirty Paws Detecting says he needs that scoop. Well, you got him in stock.
Yeah, we got them in stock for sure.
With the carbon fiber handle, $349. With the pole handle, also is $379. That's a steal.
Yes, it is. And Joe Vizzi commented, yes, we do have the Simplex in stock. So he knows my inventory better than me. But I did want to tell folks that I guess it's September the 10th through September the 15th. I'm going to be shut down that week. So my Jocelyn's yelling yay, but I normally never do that. So this year I'm going to try that, see how I like it.
We're
And
going to be putting that scoop to the test down on the
yeah,
beach.
I wanted to do some dry sanding with it because I refrain from dry sanding. Pardon, Joe?
Well, I tell you what, I'll be watching you from the water.
Okay. All right. Well, Chuck Martin has asked, how is the scoop holding up? And so far, I haven't had a chance to use it on the beach, but the customers that I know who have it just swear by it. So I didn't get
Yep,
to.
it'll be good. Yeah, don't you worry, Chucky boy.
Yeah.
That scoop will do whatever you need it to do.
Yes, it's gonna. It's so light. It's just I'm just every time I show it to customers, I show them the stainless, then I show them that one, and most of the time they'll buy that one because it's so light.
Well, they have to remember that this one is titanium. Titanium is extremely strong,
Yes,
so it can be a lot thinner, and that's why it gets lighter. So,
yes. So
uh,
yeah, it's an awful. I mean, an awesome, not awful, an awesome scoop. The weight is just incredible. People love that. And oh, and I wanted to mention to someone who just asked about the Simplex Ultra, the Naka Legend. Right now, the distributor's out of stock because they've been selling so fast with the new coil on it. I do still have, I think, 4 of them left. But they air freight the detectors in, but the accessories, the next accessory container won't be in until September. So if you need something today, if I've got it in stock, I would grab it because there's going to be a period where we don't have them in stock.
yeah, well, you usually got a bunch of them in stock.
Yeah.
So, and they do have, Nocta has real good warranties, and the warranty on the titanium scoop, I'm not even sure what that is.
I'm sure it's a year warranty. I think all CKG stuff, but I've had people send them stuff that they have broke, and he took care of them.
Yeah, so we're not worried about that. So you better do all our housekeeping so we can get started here.
Yes, and Jocelyn just told me someone else was thanking me for something Delco detecting. Oh, we already discussed that one, Joss. We got it. But anyway, yeah, I better get started here because we got an excellent guest, and I could talk all night about my stuff. So let me get started. Of course, today's show is brought to you by your friends at Myers Metal Detectors, where we sell fun and adventure because it's always fun detecting.
That's right.
And the views, thoughts, and opinions expressed here by the Treasure Talk guest and member belong solely to the guest and member and not necessarily to Phil Myers, Jocelyn Myers, Myers Metal Detectors, or Jeff Monin.
That's right. And Moonlight Graham wants to know what are the 2 links broken down at the scoop?
What are the 2
On
links?
the travel handle.
Oh, on the travel handle. That is a good question. That's going
Well,
to
Moonlight Graham comes up with one every once in a while. He's probably got Cadbury chocolate on his chin, though.
yeah, that's going to require me to get up and get a tape measure to do that. But that is a good question, and I
Yes,
will
it
do that
is.
shortly.
It will go into your suitcase.
Yes, but and you know this with the it comes with a Allen wrench and the yeah, hand me that ruler, Joss. I got a tape measure in the back, but that'll work. It comes with yeah, it comes with a wrench and the so you could take the scoop off of it too.
Yeah.
So yes, that would be an excellent way to travel with it completely taken apart. But I'll measure that in a second. But I wanted to continue with the show. So, of course, the purpose of Treasure Talk, that's the most important part. The reason why we're here is to promote the hobby of metal detecting and treasure hunting and to educate our members in a fun, informative manner.
That's correct.
And
And we
that's,
do that, and we're really going to do it tonight.
yes. So we do that every night. It looks to me like, I guess, around 30 inches is the longest point. But you could take that scoop handle is less than 24 inches. Let me see here. Well, maybe 30 inches for the scoop handle, the longest point.
So that's not bad.
I think it would fit in your suitcase.
Yeah, it'll go in your checked luggage.
Yes,
You'll be fine.
for sure.
You'll be fine. Just then you can leave you can leave room for Cadbury chocolate on the way home.
Does he like the chocolate?
Oh yeah, Moonlight likes the Cadbury chocolate. Yeah,
I like any chocolate.
yeah.
I like chocolate. I like
But what Moonlight Graham really likes, he likes a big hot bowl of cauliflower soup, washed it down with a Cadbury chocolate bar.
okay. Well, it's got a unique taste.
Yes, it does. So let's get our guests on here, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
Yes, we shall. Everybody, you've seen this young man and his beautiful young wife before. They're extremely knowledgeable. And when I put on the name of the show, Chicago ran a man of history. A man of history. My mouth is not working. Anyway, Chicago Ron, a man of history. He is indeed a man of history. He has found a lot of stuff and he's really into that history. We're going to talk about his detecting journey, his beautiful wife's detecting journey, and all their England trips and everything. So let's bring on Chicago Ron and his beautiful wife, Gretchen.
Aw.
There
Thank you
we
for that
are.
lovely introduction.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome, welcome. So I guess we'll get started now. You're getting ready to do another England trip, or you've just done one?
No, we're getting ready to do an England trip. We leave 4 weeks from now, and we're gone for 42 days. I'm running 4 10-day aunts.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm a glutton for punishment. I can't help it. I can't help it.
Yes. Do you find when you come back you have a different accent?
No, not yet.
No,
Not
but
yet.
our letter carrier is never happy with us.
Yeah, the mail they have to bring after we've been gone for 40 days is like almost unbearable.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
requested that we start picking it up at the mailbox now, at the post office.
Well, just bring him back a Cadbury bar and say, here.
Why is it grammar time?
It could be grammar time under the moonlight. With
Hi, Dan.
bring him back some
Hi, Dan.
cauliflower soup and he'll be cool.
So what detectors are you guys using now?
Still, we both have the Deus 2 that Gretchen prefers. I have also
girl.
the Equinox 800, and I just purchased a 900 that I've only used it half a dozen times. I like it so far. I just needed to get something that was a little more waterproof for the Caribbean tours. I ended up using her old 800 while we were in the Caribbean in June, and it's 5 years old, and the membrane inside must have been bad because I drowned it.
Well,
Second time I was out with it.
should we list all the things that you drowned?
Yeah.
He drowned a
Not the people. Not the people.
No, not people.
Watching,
Not people.
watching.
well,
Why you got to throw me under the bus?
he drowned his phone. He drowned a pinpointer. He drowned the electronic key fob for the rental car.
No, I didn't drown it. I lost it. So
Yeah.
it was 200 for a new key fob for the car.
You drowned something else.
Your machine.
Oh, and my machine.
The
Yeah.
800.
Yes. It's funny. You said it was 5 years old. So I always tell people after 3 years, don't submerge it because if
Yeah.
it leaks, you got to buy a new pod for it. So that's what I like. I sold one on eBay a couple days ago, and I told the people it's out of warranty, so don't submerge it underwater. Just
Yeah.
use it as a land detector. If it rains, you're okay, but I just wouldn't do that. I'd get a new one for that, for sure.
Yeah. Well, that's why I bought the new the 900. It's waterproof to 15 feet. So hopefully that'll be good for anything I want to do with it.
And salt
Yeah,
water
so-
is a little harder.
Yeah, but that Deus 2 works good in the water too, doesn't it, Gretchen?
I've been diving with it, so I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I think the Deus 2 was probably more waterproof, being that you could dive with it if you want. But I kind of like the MindLab products too. I've got the I'm going to be starting to use the Manicore. I have a Deus 2 also.
Yeah.
But I've been impressed with some of the finds from the Manicore, and I like the sounds, not the sounds, the display of the Manticore. So I think it's a little bigger than the Deus too. So that
Yeah, it is.
Really
I've seen a few of the Manticores around. I haven't tried one yet. And then I just decided that I was going to take the 900 because I just purchased and I went kind of, did I want to go to the Manticore or the 900? And I don't know that for me, it was worth the extra 500 for the Manticore above the 900 just for wading and shallow diving. So I went with the 900.
Yeah, I can understand that since you already have the Deus too.
Right.
Yeah,
Ron
both are
has the added
excellent.
benefit of being a kiss hunter. Keep it simple, stupid, because he has a horseshoe and he is incredibly lucky. So he doesn't rely on settings. He just relies on the horseshoe.
No, I do some settings. I don't fiddle a lot with machines. I'm not real good at figuring out the iron bias and all that, and adjusting it on the fly. I have preset settings that I use for all of the different things that we hunt. I will sometimes switch programs.
You don't tinker a lot, though.
I don't tinker a lot. No, I don't know enough about. I've never been interested in learning all that stuff, unfortunately.
Well, that's smart. You find out what works for you, and that's what you use.
Well,
On my Deus too, I seldom use the horseshoe screen. I'm more of a tone hunter. On the beach, I use one of the beach programs.
Yeah.
I do a little bit of fiddling with the
mouse
reactivity, and I always have the big numbers, basically because I'm an old person and blind.
There's a horseshoe on that machine.
Indeed, there is.
I've actually been using Deep, the Deep program.
Mm-hmm.
It goes through the battery a little faster, but it seems like it works pretty well.
Yeah, the Deep program always did work well. I mean, I use my Deus too. I'm using probably most of the time I've customized a few programs for dirt digging that I use, but most of the time I'm on the beach. Except here in the wintertime, I'll be out dirt digging. But
yeah, the only problem with the Deep is it likes those the old rusty tin cans.
Oh yeah,
we have a few of those tin can bottoms out here on the beaches in Chicago. So I take a lot of that tin.
Yeah, and any place in any beach, you're gonna find this stuff.
But I never dug those with the 800, and I don't dig as many of them for the little bit that I've used in the 900.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't dug a whole lot of it, so
yeah. I get a few of them, but I've become accustomed to the Deus, and I used to all have nothing but Mind Labs, but after I flooded my 5th Equinox, that was enough for me.
Yeah, I think a lot of that flooding had to do with either heat from leaving it in the car, pressure from flying with it and putting it in your check bag. And the membrane gets brittle after a while, especially if you're hunting in salt water.
Well, I took a brand new one out, Ron.
Yeah.
Took it out first time in the water, flew. Yeah. And I never leave my detectors in the car. I never flew with it. So it just, I had 5 of them that went south on me.
Yeah, I got a friend who lives in the Caribbean who flooded
turn it down for me.
5 or 6 800s, and finally the people that he was buying them from were like, okay, we can't replace these anymore. You need to figure out something else.
Yeah, Phil, please don't touch any buttons.
I'm sorry, we're having technical difficulties on this end.
What's wrong?
With no, Jocelyn was having issues with her volume on her computer over there. She's got to keep it kind of quiet so we don't get any feedback. Hey, let's did you get your volume okay, honey? Okay, I may have to duck over there real quick. But let's talk real quick about your finds in the Caribbean before we move on. So tell us what you found.
The first week we were there, I think we ended up with I had 6 gold. One of the other guys, California Mark, had 4 gold, a platinum, and a palladium. And then Jeff, Arkansas Jeff, had I think 4 gold and a platinum, or maybe he had 5 gold. So we did. I mean, for the week we were there, and it was mostly water hunting. We didn't do a lot of shoreline or in front of the hotels. It was mostly water.
Mm-hmm.
And then I stayed for another week with Gretchen, and I ended up getting another 5 or 6 gold, including my big bling pinky ring.
Ooh, that's nice.
Nice, a
That
dozen
is
diamonds,
nice.
18.6 grams. That was on. I found that on my birthday, so
Well, that
that's
well,
a
what?
good day.
Hey, happy birthday! You know, the thing of it is, down there, you get people from all over the world.
Yeah.
You know, and I think people overseas still wear good stuff.
Yeah.
People
Well,
in the
I mean,
United States are cheap.
hope,
They can
hopefully
be.
you get out there in the coral
Tungsten
and you can get
and
some older stuff.
stainless steel, and you know, and then now they're in that rubberized ring. That's the mark of a cheapskate right there. You know,
Although
if
I,
you don't care enough to buy her the best, just don't buy her nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I find her the best, so that's okay.
That's you know, there is that. I always try to do that, but there's so much, it just irritates the stew out of me. You find this really nice looking ring and it's engraved, "Oh, I love you to the end of the earth," and it's a stainless steel crapper. Obviously, you know, you're expecting to get divorced next week. That's why you bought a stainless steel ring.
tell me about the one you found tied to a rock.
Oh, I was on one of the beaches in Chicago. This is years ago, maybe 15 years ago. And I found a ring case,
A ring box.
ring box with a big rock duct taped to it out in the water. I mean, and like 30 feet out in the water in like chest deep water. So I come back to the shore and I was hunting with two other people at the time. And I unwrapped it and pulled it off and I popped it open and you could just see stone shining in the sunlight. Unfortunately, it was a 925 ring with a fake diamond and a pair of fake diamond earrings to go with it.
I
So
think that's why it was tied to a rock.
somebody said, "Oh, you give me fake, huh?"
That's right.
That's a crazy story for sure. Oh, too funny.
Well, I don't blame them, you know. Would
Yeah.
you ever think to Phil to give Jocelyn you know, a crapper like that?
No, actually, Jocelyn, every gold ring I find, they fit. Okay. They always fit. So she has a huge collection. She says, "Why do you go to the beach? I have so much jewelry." Every once in a while, she'll pull it out and look at it all. And she'll say, "Why do you do that? Look at all this you've given me."
You don't need any more gold. You've given me plenty.
So I'm looking for men's ring. You know how many men's rings size 13 and a half that I found? Very few. And every once in a while, you'll find that big hunker titanium or stainless one. And I'm not wearing that.
Well, no, you find a tungsten and you know, and all that kind of stuff, and nobody wants that stuff.
Yes, and you can't resize it. It has no scrap value. So
You
it's
know,
very,
chances are, Phil, that the guy took it off and 86'd it, says, "Oh, I was playing in the water and it fell off." He wants a good ring, but she
Tired of
bought him a
wearing it.
tungsten crapper. So
Yeah.
yeah, that could be it.
that's probably it.
So are you going to do the Caribbean trips then every year?
Yeah. So I am currently scheduled for a trip in November for a week, and then we're going to stay for another 3 or 4 days. And then we're doing 2 weeks in January and then 2 weeks in February. And the trips are all sold out.
Sold out. So that
Yeah.
says something.
There is a waiting list.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a wait list in case anybody drops out. So if anybody's interested, they can send me an email at treasure@chicagoron.com
Okay.
um,
Excellent.
to get on a wait list. Currently, the England hunt for this fall is full. Next spring, my buddy Tim Rushing runs a second barn for me. He's doing a 7-day hunt on the first week, like March 16th, I believe it starts 16th and 23rd. And that's the 7-day hunt. And I think I have three openings on that because I had a group going to go. Somebody got sick or something came up and they're not going to go. So if anybody is interested in an England hunt for 1 week in March of 2024 with my buddy Tim.
However, it's still with Ron.
Yeah, we
hunt the same fields and we go out to the restaurants together. So it's still just a larger group experience.
Yeah. Tim's just a really great guy. And I had so many people that wanted to go that I just physically couldn't get enough time off work, any more time off work. Now that I'm retired, I'm doing 40 days like an idiot.
You know, but you have fun.
Oh, I do.
Oh, we have a lot of fun.
And I mean, I have people that go on these hunts that go twice a year and have for the last 6 to 10 years.
Mhm.
And I mean, these people are not customers anymore; they're friends.
Yeah.
I call them, we go visit.
We're actually
We're going to visit 2 people. We're going down to North Carolina to visit Florida Mark and Amy, And then we're going into Virginia to visit Virginia Marge, who are both people that go on the hunts. I love all my peoples.
Well, they're good to, it's good that you have a real tight group and everybody has fun and everybody is happy for the other people's finds.
Yeah.
There's not a bunch of jealousy and
Oh, come on now, Jeff.
Huh?
People call me names whenever I find something really good.
Well,
As Ron puts it in his brochure, no miserable gets allowed.
Yeah, it says so right on the website. If you can't be happy for somebody else on the team finding something, don't bother coming.
I always want to be called the names, so, and I've been called quite a few names when I find a really good find. I enjoy that.
well, the only thing that happens is, some of the other hunters over there, they just say, well, Chicago Ron sucks because they have so much fun.
A while ago.
I hear that's a thing now.
Yeah.
His haters had T-shirts made. So
Wait, where's my new cozy?
oh,
So we have,
Yes.
so every year I make things
You
we
make?
give away. Well,
Yes.
my marketing department makes things that we give away to the hunters. So this year we have koozies. So it says, wait, I got to go the right way. Chicago Ron's England Barn Hunt. And on the back it has the logo and a space for your name. This beverage belongs to International Treasure Hunter. And then on the bottom,
Chicago Ron sucks.
Chicago Ron sucks. Have you heard? Chicago Ron sucks. And that's all because about 12 years ago, there were a group of English detectorists who actually made up T-shirts that said Chicago Ron sucks, took a picture and sent it to me.
well, they took a picture, but it wasn't their thumbs.
Yeah.
And I understand. It was
The family
Yeah.
show.
Who's that? I hate
a
doing
bird of paradise.
Oh,
So
goodness.
all 5 of them are lined up with their T-shirts.
and their pouches. Yeah.
So that was his wallpaper for a long time. And when your haters organize, you've
When
arrived.
your haters spend money on T-shirts,
Yes,
that's pretty cool.
that's
You know
all.
you're doing it right then.
You couldn't get any better advertising.
I
than
know. Well, there's no such thing as bad advertising, right?
that. Yes, no such thing. Our former president will tell you that. I did want to mention one thing real quick. I think it was Sam Truckley was looking for some waterproof headphones for her Equinox. And yes, we have Grey Ghost, we have Thresher, and we have Mind Lab. So we got you covered. Just call me tomorrow and we'll get it shipped out for sure. All righty. So let's get back. Now we're back and we're talking England trips. So tell us some of the finds you found there this past year.
Bronze Age stuff. I got a bronze. In fact, I got a couple of them up in. Oh, they're actually over here. Let me grab them real quick. I have a. Oh,
We don't get current finds until the next hunt.
yeah.
It takes about
But
3 months.
I have
or
a couple of things that I found in the past that are. I think I showed the Saxon penny that's the only one in the world.
Mhm.
So the last couple of trips, I've been finding Bronze Age stuff. So this is a Bronze Age sickle. So it would have had a piece that came off the end here to cut wheat or grass or whatever, and it would have had a piece of wood in there, and the back is broken off, but it would have been nailed into it. So this is from 600 to 800 BC. And it's actually the first one that we found over there in Colchester. So there's only one full example that's ever been found. There's been a few broken pieces that have been found. And then the other one is a small Bronze Age, I keep going the wrong way, a Bronze Age axe. And I think this is more a chipping axe for like honing out a canoe. You would put it on a bent piece of wood and you could chip or carve wood with it.
Yeah.
Again, Bronze Age, 600 to 800 BC. And then the other cool thing, and I'm not sure if I've showed this before, but so when I found this, I thought this was a Bronze Age sword handle, bronze sword.
very
Mhm.
macho,
Because it looks like a sword handle.
Right.
very macho piece.
When they did some research and checked, if it were a sword handle, it would have been a little thicker and it would have had 2 holes in the center where they put the rivets through to hold the wooden handle on. It's
Mhm.
actually a 1st to 2nd century Roman copper pot handle. So
Huh.
it's still Roman.
Yeah.
1800 years old
Just calling it-
pot handle. Because I'm kind of a foodie.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. So how did you find out what these items were? Did the the Department of Treasury or whatever who looked at it, what it was?
We have a my liaison in England who gets all of our land, does all the dealings with the farmer, does all of the export work, and does the dealing with the museums.
Chris, right?
Yeah, Chris. He does everything, and he has like a complete library of. I'm not going to show it. I'm not going to show it because I haven't blacked out any addresses.
Right. Yeah.
Although they're all old addresses. So, but he does all of the export paperwork. He gets all the permission.
He identifies every piece, which is a painstaking process.
Yes,
and
it
an
is.
unenviable job.
And if he can't, he has experts that he sends them off to. Mark Lehman does our Roman stuff. Dr. Martin from the Fitzwilliam Museum does all of our Saxon stuff. So, I mean, there are experts in each field that he can send pictures to. And usually we have an ID back within days.
Yeah. Because Chris, when he sends you your finds, unless you're going to pick them up the next time you're over there, it's a detailed list. Everything is listed what it is. There are pictures of everything that you found. I mean, it's pretty. It's you know exactly what you found.
Let me grab one. I got one right here.
A page 2.
Yeah.
And
I got the file right here. So.
It's fascinating to find out what your mystery widgets are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when we were over there, they said, and it's a tired phrase by now, but they tell you don't throw nothing away until we look at it. And that's true, man, because I tell you what, you may look at something and say, that is a piece of junk.
Yeah, this is 20 years of exports.
We've got a friend who it was his first trip, and he had this bright green piece of metal. He's like, rats, it's a tractor part. And he's calling it a John Deere, and they're like, don't throw anything away, show it to Ron. What did it turn out to be?
It was a Roman fibula brooch.
It was a Roman fibula brooch. And he thought it was a tractor part. So
when when you're done with a hunt, what you get is from Chris is a printed copy, and it says, I know I can't see anything when you do that.
There's the pictures.
But it shows you pictures of all of your finds, and then it lists the numbers of whatever box it's on, and it says if it's identifiable what it is. Henry III, Edward I, Edward III.
So.
And he does that for all of the items that are identifiable, and you'll get a full list of everything.
Ron's is 6 pages long.
Well, because I'm there for a month. What do you want?
Yeah.
Hey, we got a couple questions. Jocelyn just told me one from Tom Becker. He says, did they offer to buy any of your finds from you?
They have. I have my first trip. I found a gold coin on a field where we ended up finding 9 gold coins. So the museum decided they wanted to buy it as a hoard, and I got half of the value, which was like $150.
Okay.
And then some things. What I like to do, because a lot of times they will.
This was a hoard, and they wanted to buy the hoard.
We found a hoard of Roman silver coins, and rather than try and have them send me $100 for the silver coin that I found, I donated it, and then I get a letter from the British Museum saying that I donated my finds, part of a Roman silver hoard.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they're very meticulous there about record keeping and making sure that so there's no going back later.
Well, and now so England is in the process, and I don't know that it's gone through. I think it's supposed to go through sometime in October or November. They are revamping the Treasure Act so that the problem is any single item they can't lay claim to, and they missed out on a Roman bronze helmet that was found, but they had no reason to claim it or to buy it.
They had no legal right.
No legal right,
as the act was written.
So it went up for auction and sold for £1 million, and the museum couldn't get it.
Oh, geez.
But the museum would have paid half of whatever the value was from donators, but they didn't have the option. So now they're changing the rules to try and be able to get more things. Doesn't mean they'll buy more things. It just means they'll have the option to buy more.
And most people are not going to be affected.
Yeah.
I mean, in 19 years of detecting in England, I have had one coin bought. That was that coin that I found on the first trip. And then I've had some coins that I have donated because they wanted to acquire them. And, I'm going to get $100 or $200. And it was more important for me to donate it to the museum and get a nice letter.
Yeah, that's
Right.
cool.
The thing that I've realized after 20 years of doing this is the finding it is the most important. It's more about finding it than it is about having it.
Yeah, I could see that. Hey, we had another question. This one was from Shannon Bordner, and she's asking, does your liaison metal detect?
He used to, but he handles so much good stuff from all the stuff we find. He can't be bothered to go out and dig up musket balls and greenies anymore.
Okay.
He gets bored. He will every once in a while go out and swing for 20 minutes, and then he's like, okay, that's enough.
He's tired. He's tired. He's had it. Because the only one thing you say, Chris, what's this? It's a greenie. Get it away from me.
That's crap. Chuck it.
That's right.
That's
Throw
his
that one
standard
in the
line.
hedgerow.
It's crap. Chuck it.
If it's not
It's only
gold,
from the
just-
1600s. Get out of here.
Get out of here. Yeah. Hey, so Ron, you got to give your email again. I think I've seen 3 people
Yeah.
asking for your
Yeah,
email.
it's treasure@chicagoron.com. There's also email links on my website, chicagoron.com. In fact, I just updated my 2023 finds page. So it has pictures of all the stuff from England, from the Caribbean tours, because I was in the Caribbean for 4 weeks in January, 2 weeks in June, and then 30 days in England in March, plus my stuff here in Chicago. But Chicago's been very slim this year. There's too many people out hunting.
Yes.
Yeah,
all
but
the
they're not
YouTube-
all using metal detectors.
No, it's all the YouTubers, all
Oh,
these
yeah.
people out there with their cameras
Everyone's
videoing. Hey,
got-
I found a gold ring. And then there's like 12 new detectorists on the beach that I've never seen.
and half of them have a GoPro strap to their vest.
Everybody wants to be a GoPro star. I mean, a
Oh.
YouTube star.
Oh, I know.
That's
I
why
know.
I stopped doing videos. I stopped.
And
just
if
do the
you
England
watch some of them, they won't be.
I
Well-
sometimes strap the YouTube to my chest so that people don't talk to me.
That never stops them.
I just keep the
Never
headphones
stops.
on and pretend I can't hear them.
I do that too. I do it all.
I go, no hable, no hable.
No habla español. So we come up with all different ways of getting away from people.
Or I just got to go,
Yeah, sign language.
something like that. They don't know.
I think the next T-shirt I develop is going to be a proactive answer to all the questions you get from civilians.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the list of my best find
Yeah.
is
My
find
way
anything
home.
good? What's the best thing you found?
Yeah.
And I
If
don't
you find a
find
gold ring, it's mine.
nothing.
yeah.
I always
If you find a
tell 'em.
Rolex out there, it's mine.
I say,
So I'm gonna
yeah,
make
well, I
t-shirts.
found one. What's the inscription on it? Well,
As I say, if you can give me the serial number, I'm more than happy to give it back to you.
that's not it.
Show me a picture of you wearing the ring. More than happy to give it back to you.
Yep,
I don't care what it's worth.
that is for sure.
People are asking me what's the most common, I guess you guys too, what's the most common metal detector we see?
It's all mine labs. Almost all mine labs, either 800s, 900s, 600s. I can't necessarily tell, but I've seen a large influx of Hispanic detectorists on the beaches in Chicago,
Huh.
and mostly dry sand. And I mean, and there's the one
Oh, Crazy Ivan.
Crazy Ivan where's he from?
You're Ukraine.
Ukraine, and it must live somewhere down there because he's at North Avenue Beach almost every day. So I mean, it's just you go down there and you walk for 10 minutes without a target, without a coin. Unless you get there first thing in the morning before anybody else has been there, and even then, it's fairly slim pickings. And in the water has been horrible.
Yeah.
I think I have 4 gold so far this year on the beaches in Chicago. That's it.
Well, you just have to go to the Caribbean.
Yeah, they need to go there. But Jocelyn's asking, is Foster Avenue Beach still there?
It is. I think there's a guy that lives right there that hunts it every day because I haven't found gold on Foster
Well,
Avenue Beach in
no,
at
the
least 7
The
years.
first couple are gone.
No, Fullerton.
Yeah.
Fullerton Avenue.
There's a little girl there at Foster Avenue Beach.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
I used to, when I first started water hunting in 99, there were only 3 or 4 hunters in Chicago. And Doris, one of the old girls that I used to hunt with, said that there was a 30-second rule for me. I would walk into the water and within 30 seconds, I'd have a ring or a gold. She's like, you're just, I don't know what the hell's wrong with you, but
You have a horseshoe up your butt.
yeah. But I mean, in the early days before I started putting videos out and more people started coming to the beaches, because I really kind of screwed myself.
I know the feeling.
Shot yourself in the foot.
I did.
Mhm.
I know
Actually,
the feeling. Every time we go to Daytona, there is not a day that goes by that we don't see 10 to 15.
if you drive
mean-
down Lakeshore Drive from
Yeah.
Ohio Street to, or even 12th Street to Montrose, you'll probably see 8 to 10 detectorists on any given day.
Yep. And admittedly,
Weekends worse.
some of them, they're not going to find anything.
But
Well,
that's
I call them happy wanderers,
Chicken
Yeah.
flappers.
most of the people that are hunting down here, I don't mind hunting behind because I'm running my machine more sensitive. I think I'm getting stuff deeper than they do.
I found
Well,
something really
You know what you love, Ron? You see a dude and he's walking down the beach and he's gazing around. He's a happy gator, and he's got his big banana swing. But the kicker is he's got his headphones. He's got them up off his ears. He's listening for that signal, man.
Yeah.
banana swing. I like that.
I love you get the new guys down there that have got like the little plastic beach scoop, not the one with the sifter, just like a plastic garden scoop. And
Yeah.
they're down trying to find it. No pinpointer, no pouch.
I saw a guy with a garden trowel.
There was a guy down there, and I think he was Greek. Sounded like he was Eastern European, like near Greece somewhere. But he had a simplex, and he hadn't put the middle shaft in. So he was holding it by the arm cuff, bent over, swinging it. He had no scoop, no pinpointer, and he asked if I could give him some tips.
I said,
Yeah.
yes, go home.
Hey,
I
I
said,
think
did you read the instructions how to put that together?
they never read the instruction book for sure.
They never read the manual.
Never read the manual. My funniest guy who was metal detecting, he had an Excalibur 2 and the stock shaft, but he had not a spatula, a soup spoon. They would take him up.
Oh, nice.
And then I go back the next day and I find the soup spoon. So I don't know if he got mad and threw it in the water.
I'm done with this.
Well, he thought it was cauliflower soup,
But I don't know why it was there. So that's what I've always said. He got frustrated and threw it. So I always say, buy the right tool for the job.
Well, and you just never know what anybody has in their mind, what they're listening for,
Yeah.
what their settings are. We had a guy. This is probably 10 or 12 years ago. There was a guy who had bought a new machine and he had used it for like 2 years out in the water, and he had never found a gold with it. And I was out hunting and I found a gold ring, and he's like, "Hey, can I listen to that?" He had gold tuned out. He had
Oh,
under
yeah,
for
that
2
happens all
years
the time.
with gold blocked out.
Yeah, all the time. It's like, I can't now hear that. Well, what have you got notched out? Well, I notched out this because I don't want to deal with those
I
pull
don't want to take pull tabs.
I said, good move. I like that.
If you
Maybe
look at
I'll
the
try
pictures on
that.
my website, I dig 50, 60 pull tabs a day.
And you can donate them to Ronald McDonald House.
Actually, we've started collecting them. I got 3 buckets in my garage. I'm now doing aluminum, copper, and brass. I'm tired of throwing that stuff away or recycling it. I'm gonna cash in on it. I'm retired now. We're on a fixed income.
That's right. I understand. Trust me. I do understand.
Uh-huh.
But then what gets you is when you find that white claw, that one that's got the gold pull tab.
Oh, the gold ones, yeah.
Oh yeah.
They should not make gold pull tabs. And
No,
I
they
I
shouldn't.
really want to put a sign on the beach that says, "Please don't break the pull tabs off your cans," because it's annoying as hell.
Yes,
That's
it is.
they have a certain type of habit that makes them do that. I think.
nervous
I don't
tick.
know.
Yeah.
It's something, I'm telling you.
They're identifying their beverage from everyone else's.
Yes. And
They are.
one of the metal detecting clubs does collect those pull tabs in the top of the soda cans. That's the one here in Sark. And I guess they get a big donation because they send some money in. So
Yeah, Ronald McDonald House collects those.
I think that's who it's for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
used to do that with the Chicago Club when I was the president. And I think they still do it.
Yeah.
But we used to collect all the old crusty pennies, and they would take them back to the treasury and get new ones for them because
Yeah.
the zincs that rot out. They'll give you a brand new one for every one of those instead of throwing them away. But
Now, let me ask you something, Ron. When
Yes.
you became president of the Chicago Club, did you go to sleep at a meeting before that and wake up as president?
no, they paid me.
Happens here. That happens here.
That
Oh,
happens here.
they suckered me in. Well, and then of course nobody ever wanted to step up. I was president for 8 years. They changed the bylaws so that I could stay president after 4 years because you could only run 2 terms.
Right. That happens at our club too.
Yeah.
The,
Well,
the,
finally, after 8 years, I said, "Look, I'll be president for 1 more term, but you need to refer to me as emperor." And they said, "Okay, we'll find somebody else."
That's right. And I do accept gratuities.
oh, that's so funny. Well,
All hail Ron.
Tom Becker was asking me if I found the gentleman's Excalibur 2 in the water. No, I didn't find it. Just his digging tool. So,
Yeah, those Excals you can resell and get money back from.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, and it's so funny that someone would spend that kind of money on a metal detector and then just dig with a soup ladle. It just,
Yeah.
Maybe you got a second hand.
yeah, maybe that was it. But it looked
Yeah.
it looked really nice. It looked like it hadn't been used. So,
Everybody sees these stories of the big hoards in England and somebody digging a Beyonce's $20,000 ring or $100,000 ring on the beach, and I'm gonna go find gold. It ain't that easy.
I would imagine. I mean, there's a lot of like fair weather. They take it up. It's like exercise equipment.
yes.
They use it for a couple of weeks and then it collects dust in a corner.
There are more metal detectors in closets than there are in use. I guarantee it.
Yes.
That's right. I think we need to give something away, Philip.
Yeah, let's do it, Jeff. Let's get her going.
Okay. What we do is we have a giveaway every week. This week it is a fantastic Myers swag pack. And what else are you giving away? It's got the coveted towel, I know.
I can't remember what I put in the picture.
Well, there'll be a bunch of stuff, so you'll
It'll
be
be
happy you
fine.
had it. It will have the coveted Myers towel.
Oh, nice.
These things are coveted by people worldwide.
Oh, it's a towel and a shirt, I think.
That's
Towels-
right. And whatever, there'll be some other stuff in there. Trust me.
Yeah, we
Right.
always do. We just
And we're gonna add one of the koozies, however you say that,
Snuggie.
Snuggie for the England hunt. So
had a Chicago Ron koozie.
we'll have Jeff give me the address and we'll send that out.
Yes, I will forward you the address. So what you have to be, first of all, you have to be a member of Treasure Talk via either Treasure Talk YouTube or Treasure Talk on Facebook. You have to be present, tuned in, and watching to win. You had to enter a phrase that I gave you, and that phrase is Chicago Ron, a man of history. Now, I've already drawn the names. I compile all the names from Facebook and YouTube. I put them into a random name picker, and I pick the winner and some alternates. Because if you're not tuned in to win, you're going to have 3 minutes once I call your name, and only if I call your name. You must text my number right there on the screen with your name and you are here. You have to text with your name and you are here within 3 minutes of me calling your name. If I don't hear from you, I'm going to the next person. So that being said, get your fingers ready because we're going to announce the winner. And that winner is Bajira 2021. So Bajira, you are the winner if you are watching. If you're not, goodbye, Giuseppe.
What, could you repeat that name for me, Jeff?
Bajira.
Bajira,
Yep. 2021.
2021. Okay. How
So
do you
we'll see
spell
if they're
that?
watching.
Okay. Yes, because it looks like a lot of people on the stream tonight.
Yes, there is. Well,
A whole lot.
you know, the Chicago Ron, I think it's Gretchen they come to see, but
Yeah.
because we all know that Chicago Ron sucks.
A lot.
Yes, and he's worldwide. He's known worldwide as someone who sucks. What
Have you heard?
Oh, what's it says? My number's not showing. Well, it's up there.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
I
I
heard
hit
that.
the wrong button.
Okay, we do have our winner, Matt Collins Bagjita. Okay, Matt. So what
Congrats,
you need
Matt.
to do is I'm going to put our email up there. You have to send your name, address, phone number, and shirt size to treasuretalkshow@gmail.com. I will forward it to Ron and I'll forward it to Phil, and we'll get you all your goodies out to you. Name, address, phone number, and shirt size. Email treasuretalkshow@gmail.com. Congratulations, Matt. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, he's got a heck of a prize, especially with that Chicago run.
Oh, yeah, he will not
These are
suck when he
very,
gets
very
that. Let me
exclusive. You
tell
have to
you.
go to England with me to get one of these.
Yes.
That's right. So
So
remember, you
privilege
will
to
not
have one.
suck with one of those.
Yes, your beer will not suck. It'll be nice and cold.
That's
Well,
right.
And
Cool.
as you finish it, everyone will know.
That's right. They will absolutely know. So
That's-
congratulations, Matt.
yes, for sure. All righty. So, what is the temperature like? Now, you said you were in the Caribbean in June and also in December or January.
January. Yeah, we were there for 4 weeks in January and then 2 weeks in June. The temperatures really don't vary much. It's usually 80 to 85 in the area we go, almost year round. There's an east wind that's
The trade winds
the
are
trade
always blowing.
Yeah. and usually 15, 20 miles an hour. So it keeps it fairly cool. You get in the middle of summer, you get a little less wind, so it can get a little stagnant every once in a while. But
If you have long hair, you're going to want to put it up or put it in a hat.
What
Okay.
about the water temp?
Water temp. That's
water temp to 80, 85, between 80 and 81.
It's a
Yeah,
little
because
Yeah.
here in Tampa, I think it's around 90 now.
It's
93. I
probably
said,
warmer
yes.
than that.
Somebody sent me Clearwater temperature was 93 the other day.
93 degrees.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
heavens.
It's killing off the coral, isn't it?
I don't know the answer to that.
Well, it's what bleaching
Yeah.
the coral, the hot temperatures, because there were temperatures over 100 degrees in some places. They were saying maybe down by the Keys.
Yeah, we just hope that we don't get any tropical storm activity because
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's like putting gas on a fire when it's 90 some degrees.
Boy,
Sure.
that's the truth. And my
BG?
beach time has been limited this year, so
Oh,
I'm going to be down there September 11th through the 17th in the water every day. So we don't want any hurricanes.
No hurricanes at all. We don't want that. And I feel sorry for the people in Hawaii
Yeah.
who lost all their homes. That was
no,
tough.
that's just it's devastating. We've been watching on the news and it's just
Yeah.
It's really sad. It's sad to see. But hopefully, Moonlight Graham will come up and hunt with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Hey, they
We
were
love
asking about your jewelry, Gretchen.
Yeah. Dan was just asking.
I could grab my box. I'm still getting my studio up and running, but the reason I started doing this is finding all of this stuff is just so exciting. And
mine's right here.
My first trip with Ron when we were dating, we were finding the greenies, which are the old copper coins, and they had this beautiful patina on them. I mean, people actually strive to make it artificially, and this was just a beautiful, beautiful coin. And Ron and some of his guys were throwing them away,
I keep banging the table.
and I was outraged.
Yeah. So this is a piece that she made for me. Oops. So this piece on the bottom is a piece that Gretchen found, and it's a
Turret ring.
chariot turret ring. So where the
Romans.
Roman chariot turret ring. So the rains would have gone through that. And
Cool.
it's got a flat spot on the bottom where it broke off. And this is a Roman bead that I found. So Gretchen made this with the two items that we found because
He's like,
I love this
make
thing.
me something out of this. So,
But if you go to my website, chicagoron.com, there's a link to her Etsy page, which there's probably 20 or 30 things listed on there, from coin keychains, necklaces, earrings. There's a lot of things that she made, and they're all made from historical artifacts that we dug in England. buttons, greenies.
Well, there's also some of the guys now refer to 4-hole buttons as Gretchens. um, they're just old utility buttons. They could have the fascinating part on the back. They will have the tailor or the clothier or the haberdasher. It will be his address and name on there
Yeah.
to promote his own work. And I'll research these and I can find them through like court filings, or they'll be expanding their businesses. And one of them, it was amazing. This woman was widowed and she took over the business and kept it going for years, and then was filing bankruptcy. And it's just, it's heartbreaking, but you really feel connected to the pieces then. I mean, this is just a simple button, but
And because of the bankruptcy filing was the only way Gretchen was able to find that business. Right.
Yeah.
And each piece comes with a card that has the history of the item for the research that she's done.
And you do
It really
find
are
some
one-of-a-kind gifts if you want to pick something up historical for a friend or.
Right, you're repurposing it, and so that's going to live on for sure.
it's part of the conversation, and that's what really stokes me. And I get so excited about the history. And
she geeks out on it.
I do. I get geeked out on it.
Well, I tell you what, I've been to her Etsy store online, and it's unbelievable. Prepare to have your mind blown. This woman has got some serious talent.
She's got a good eye. She's got a good eye. Yeah.
Ron, we've got no clue. But she's got
obviously she was blind at one time.
Thank you.
I mean, she made the statement when she was dating, and now they're married. Something's wrong somewhere.
Yeah.
Hey, she loves history that much that she puts up with me to find it.
That's right. Well, she says you're a rough old cob anyway, so you're history in the making.
Well, that's really cool that you're able to repurpose the artifacts for someone else. So that is just really neat. I'm gonna have to look at your stuff on, and it's on the Etsy store.
It's provenancestore.etsy.com.
Yeah, there's a link on my website, chicagoron.com, on the front page.
All right, cool. So
I still have to upload a lot of pieces. I have been remiss.
We moved and been doing stuff, and we travel so much now that I'm retired. We're hard pressed to find time to even do the stuff we're supposed to do. So,
well, you're having fun, and you might make hay while the sun shines.
Yeah. The other thing I wanted to touch base on. So now that I'm retired, it's Chicago Ron tours. So I'm doing the Caribbean. I'm doing England now. England. A couple of my England locals asked about doing a trip to a little town called Frinton,
Frinton-on-Sea.
Frinton-on-Sea. It's just north of where we hunt. So it's a wives trip, and we go and hang out on this beach.
It's in Essex County, and it is a beautiful little beach town. And they have the beach shanties, all different colors, all along the pier. It is. I am enamored with Frinton. I love Frinton.
And the little town. So we're in a big old Victorian house with 4 bedrooms. It's if anybody wants to go, it's a 1-week trip. We had a 9-seater van. It's going to be 4 couples, 3 couples plus Gretchen and I. I already have 2, so there's 1 space open for another couple. $2,300 for the week for a couple. It includes everything except meals out and airfare, and the first night in the hotel because we meet Saturday morning. So if anybody's interested, you can send me an email or.
Now this is not going to be.
It's not a hunting in the fields in England. This is beach hunt.
Beach.
This is beach hunting, and there's a mile and a half of beach, and I don't think anybody in England goes in the water.
And Clacton-on-Sea.
I don't know. I've not seen many. I've just a couple that go in the water, but most of the time it's so dang cold over there. The water's so cold. The beaches are completely different over there.
We stayed there for a week. That's what developed this. Is we stayed there for a week last fall. And we went down and hunted the beach, and we got some gold rings and silver rings in the dry sand or in the wet sand.
Mm-hmm.
When the tide goes out, it goes from water at the break wall to 150 feet of
beach.
Yeah. Well, that's
and
cool.
there was stuff all over the place.
Awesome.
Imagine.
So if anybody's interested in a trip where you can bring your wife to England, and then we'll go to the regular restaurants that we go to. If we happen to knock on a door and find some place to hunt, We may do a little land hunting, but I'm not necessarily planning.
We're not guaranteeing it,
Right.
and that's not
Okay. Well, that's cool. If somebody wants to do a trip over there to
Yeah.
do some England beach hunting, that's excellent idea. Perfect.
Yes,
Well,
indeed.
it looks like, Jeff, our hour is gone.
It's gone.
Where did it go? Oh my goodness.
That
It is
quick.
gone.
It's gone. So I want to thank you, Gretchen and Ron, for coming on here.
Oh, thank
And
you.
I just really dig your koozie. I have to say that.
So should I send? Do you guys both want one? Should I send you both?
Sure.
one?
Love that.
Chicago Ron sucks.
So,
koozie, for
Jeff, send me your address, and I'll send one, or I'll just send one to the shop. I'll send both of them to the
I'll
shop.
send you my address. I'm about 3 hours from him. I'll take
Oh,
care of all the addresses for you.
Okay, perfect.
Cool.
All done.
Awesome. So I want to thank you guys for coming on here. Thank you, Jocelyn, for helping me, and thank you, Jeff, for pulling all this together. For
You
sure.
are welcome. And Ron, it's always, and Gretchen, it's always really a super treat for us when you're on. We always have so much fun, and I can't wait till next fall. Hopefully we'll get to go
We're
on.
gonna
the
find you.
trip.
We're gonna find you a spot. I just got to get a. And you need two, right? You need
Right,
two
yeah,
spots on
me and the
same-
Mumbles
same
man.
one? All right, we'll work on it. We'll get you in
Okay.
there, Jeff.
All
All
right.
right, sounds like a plan to me, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
We
so
enjoyed
much.
it.
Yeah.
And
We
we'll,
really
we'll
enjoy it. Thank you.
and we'll spread the word about Ron. You know,
Yeah, if anybody has interest in any tours, just send me an email. Go to my website, chicagoron.com. There's an email link there. You don't have to worry about remembering anything because I know I'm getting old too.
We all are, for sure.
All righty, folks. Everybody, I hope you had a good time tonight with us and Ron and Gretchen. I know we certainly did. Phil, thank you so much.
You.
Jocelyn, thank you. Thanks, Ron, Gretchen. It was fantastic as always. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Happy hunting, everybody. Thanks for watching and dig deeper.
Take care.
Yes,
Bye. Thank you.
my friends. We'll see you guys.